Hello, beautiful souls. It is Sarah here with Purple Angel Oracle. I hope you all are navigating through this chaos all right. Wow. Just wow. This has really gotten pretty crazy. As I'm sure the entire planet and everybody's being affected by this. This is huge. And I know, it's one of those things where you have certain people who just out of sight, out of mind. I'm not going to feed into that. I'm not going to fuel this coronavirus consciousness that's going on here. And that, once again, that is totally fine. If you're being guided to do that, then every single person needs to listen to themselves at this time, because your intuition and your higher self is what's going to guide you through this. But this coronavirus is a very real consciousness. It's a very real timeline for many people. It is real. It is a consciousness. It's just a different one than the one many of us light workers are focusing on at this time. And, my close friends and family are calling this surreal. It feels like a dream to most people. Their entire view of their reality, their normal reality, has shifted. So there's already a consciousness shift taking place if you really look at it. And so everyone's looking at everything differently. And what's happening, as I said quite a few videos ago, is that the densest, most ancient wounds and conflicts are being brought to the surface to examine and to heal. And many of these are the root chakra. So emotions that are associated with the root chakra. And these are difficult emotions. The most difficult, truly. Instability, insecurity, fear about safety, depressed, worried, confused, financial concerns, feeling just unsure. Okay? Some people are fearful about death. These are very deep, hard emotions to confront. And these are the ones that have to come out so we can cleanse this and ascend. And it's going to happen. We're just literally watching it happen. And there's also, no matter who you really talk to, everyone kind of has a feeling that something huge is about to happen. And many people can look at that several different ways. But what is happening, and as light workers, we know we're ascending. The planet is ascending. And we all have different missions. So like I said, if you're guided to ignore what's going on and just focus on meditation and tune that out because it's too much, then that's definitely what you need to be doing. It comes down to each individual and what feels right for you. But for myself, I feel like I'm in between timelines and paradigms constantly, because I have friends and family that are constantly talking to me about this. There's major concerns. My children's school, I just got a call today that it is closed until April 13th. Bars and restaurants are closing in my town, and the food is running out. There's people who are literally cannot find the food that they need at this time. There's stores. I just had a friend tell me, the line to get into the store was like out into the parking lot, like way far out. So this is something that's becoming, it's not necessarily a consciousness you can avoid. You're going to be confronted with it, but it's just how you decide, like I said, to experience it. And the majority of the time when I'm navigating through this, I'm looking at it from a higher perspective, and I'm seeing we're ascending. Okay. So everything's happening exactly the way it needs to get sorted out, to get cleansed, so we can start this new earth, getting us ready to ascend, basically. And there's several different theories about why people are being quarantined, why we're being kept in our homes. There's so many different theories. And I've, thought of a couple myself. I'm like, maybe ET disclosure. They want everyone in their homes, stop the panic. Maybe somebody is aware what the planet is going through. Insiders. I don't know. I don't attach to one thing. I'm interested in everyone's different opinions on it. And I'm able to, at times be immersed in this coronavirus consciousness that's going on here, the panic and the fear, but also looking at it from a higher perspective, like I've said before. And it's almost, the vision that came to me today was diving into the water, holding your breath, right? And diving into the water to help those that are drowning in this. They're overcome with fear and panic and worry, uncertainty. And it's like you're diving down and you're helping them as much as you can, and then coming back up to breathe and to rest and rejuvenate. Because if you immerse yourself in that consciousness too long as a light worker, you're going to start to feel, which I've noticed in myself, the anxiety, the irritability, those energies. It's like if you're looking at this energetic storm, okay, let's say that's the water, and you're looking at it and it's just this dark mass of chaos, and you're diving in there to go help these people that are in there and do as much as you can. But as a light worker and being aware of the energies and transmuting them, that takes a toll on you. So there are moments where you need to kind of take a step back, close off from it, and rest and rejuvenate before you can kind of dive in there again and start helping. And it can be very draining. But it's like once you see it, once you're confronted with it, and your family, reaches out to you and asks for help, or they're panicking, it's in your focus at that point. So it makes it easier for you to pinpoint where you need to send these healing energies. And it's our responsibility as light workers, if that's what you're being guided to do, right? To hold that vision. To, even as you're walking through the storm like this dense, deep, scary storm, you're holding on to the light. And that light that you're holding on to is guiding you through this. And it's just like angels. It truly is. Coming down from the higher realms to help those on earth. Like the angels we look up to the guardian angels who come down and help. And many people believe in those. And that density can be very difficult to stay in for too long. But that's who we are. That's literally who we are. We're coming from these higher dimensions, not even a higher consciousness, but I have a hard time saying levels, and okay, let's just say, higher dimensions, I guess, higher consciousness, a different consciousness. We're coming from there and almost watching this play out like a movie, but coming down to help as needed. And then, having to kind of come up for some air to rest and rejuvenate, and then go back in. Swarm back in there and help where you can. Send those loving, healing energies to everybody you can. Provide comfort. Just tell them it's going to be okay. All is well. Because it truly is. And that we know this as light workers. And that is our superpower, if you will. It's just that calming, loving essence. And just speaking it to somebody can bring them relief during this. There are some people, my brother was telling me, he came across a woman who was, wearing a face mask. And there are some people who are so consumed with fear right now, they're shaking. They're literally shaking when they come into contact with another human being. Like, it's that real for them. And that's terrifying. That is scary. That makes me really sad. And I want to help these people. And if I were to just ignore this and block it out and say this isn't real, it's real to them. The consciousness they're in right now, that is very real for them. So I just feel, for me personally, I don't want to let these people just, I don't want to leave them out there. I want to help. I want to heal them. I want to try and do what I can, as difficult as it may be to face this reality that's going on. That's why I came here. And like I said, though, everyone's missions are different. So I'm not putting down anybody who's being called to do something different. This is just mine personally. And I just wanted to share for those of you who are dealing with the same thing. If you have loved ones, you have family, you can't avoid this. It's just something, you're immersed in it at times. And I'm here to help those who are navigating through this, and why you've been called to be the ground crew and being in several different consciousnesses at once. It's a lot. And so today, though, I just wanted to bring some confirmation, because I pulled these cards before I did my reading or started talking today, and because I wanted confirmation. I have those moments where this chaos comes in and I start feeling overwhelmed, and I'm transmuting all these energies, and then I'm like, start getting a little freaked out because this is intense. There's no denying it. This is intense, what's going on. But I got confirmation from God, from Source, and I want to share that with you, because it was perfect how it came out. So, first one we got out was the Alpha Dragon, and it says, harnesses the divine masculine power of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. There it is there, you guys. That's what's happening. This old paradigm is collapsing. The last bits are being, the last conflicts are being resolved here. And as light workers, the message that came through today, very important. As you're navigating through this density, hold on to that vision. Visualize that heaven on earth timeline. Visualize what that's going to look like. Hold on to that. That's your light that's getting you through this. And that's what's going to help manifest, this new world, this new earth, this new paradigm we're coming into. It says it right there in the card. And then right after that, we get the Black Dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. There's vision again. Focus on your ultimate vision. The one before that, visualize your dream. So, focus on that and help those as needed, as much as you can handle. Take time to give yourself a break, rest and rejuvenate. Take time to connect back to Source and get your guidance, and but it's basically congratulate yourself as well, because we've reached a huge point in this ascension journey. This is huge. And as dense as it may seem, there's beauty, so much beauty coming out of this change, growth, clearing. And then the last dragon card I got was the Earth Dragon. It says, I just said clearing, didn't I? And that was before I even looked at it. Clears your path in the land around you. Stay grounded, be ready to serve. Stuck energy is clearing. You can move forward in life. Wow. I'm so happy I was able to bring you this confirmation today. That is what's going on. Everything is clearing. The path is being cleared for us. And it says, stay grounded, be ready to serve. And that's for those of you who are the ground crew, who feel like they're walking through this density and seeing it play out all around you. And it's kind of hard to avoid at this point, right? But just be there. Be ready to serve as needed. Like I said, jumping in that water, helping those as needed, and just being that pillar of light that's leading those people that are suffering through this storm. Help when you can. That's all we can do as light workers, because we know what's going on. We know the planet's ascending. We know the entire planet is going through a cleansing process, and so is each individual. These emotions are some of the hardest ones for someone to deal with. I mean, the fear of death alone, that's one of the most difficult emotions for a human being to examine and heal. So that tells you right there. And then I got a couple cards from the angels, and the first one out was peace. It said, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. That's it. That's, once again, hold that vision of love. Know that only love is real. So the rest of this is just a manifestation of a consciousness, right? It's just playing itself out. But the bottom line is we're heading towards love. That's why all this is happening, because that's where we're going. And then the last one, you know what to do, it says. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Okay? Listen to your inner guidance. Everyone's inner guidance at this point is going to be different, because we're being called to do different things as we're getting through this craziness. And if you feel the need to act, do it. If you feel the need to help, do it. If you feel the need to step back, do it. Listen to yourself and act. It says, yes, act upon it without delay. So if you're hearing something come in loud and clear from your higher self or your intuition, listen to it. Don't hesitate and do it. That's important. And actually, someone sent me a funny meme. I'm sure you're looking at it right now because I'm going to include it in the video. But of the, the aliens. So think of, aliens or angels or just, the way we kind of have looked at them, watching us, just looking down at Earth and watching it all happen. That's kind of what we're doing as light workers. It's a strange concept to think about, but that's how dimensions and consciousness and all that works. That's how it feels right now, is we're kind of looking at it from far away. We're watching it happen, but at the same time, because we are the ground crew, we're in it. We're in it and we're watching it happen at the same time. Wow. What a job, huh? What a mission. But I know we are all doing amazing. And I know that, though I don't talk to all of you personally, I know this because I know we're fulfilling what we came here to do. And we're being strong. We're being there for the ones we love. We're being exactly what we need to be right now. And it's absolutely incredible. And I do want to share one more. Let's see, what else is going on here? Okay, so all these major conjunctions going on, right? What do we have next? Okay. I can't find it. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Saturn and Jupiter. Saturn, Pluto. Okay, so yeah, it says Jupiter and Pluto will invite a deepening of growth, digging into the roots of circumstance to discover what truly matters. We will be able to regenerate vision for possibility through dealing with difficulties and facing whatever has ruptured during the past year of Saturn and Pluto. So that's this conjunction that we're coming into. Okay, we're coming into, I believe, yes, that the next one, right? Jupiter will form its first conjunction with Pluto on April 4th, 2020 at 25 degrees of Capricorn, with both Jupiter and Pluto moving direct. And on June 30th, 2020, they will form their second conjunction at 25 degrees of Capricorn, with both Jupiter and Pluto moving retrograde. Finally, after Jupiter and Pluto both station direct, they will form their final conjunction of the series on November 12th, 2020. So I'm not, I really don't know much about astrology, but I did come across this because I know I mentioned that mass meditation that's scheduled for April 4th and April 5th because of that major conjunction. And as I was just explaining to you what that conjunction, all these conjunctions represent, is digging into those roots. What did I say? The root chakra. The deepest, my music stopped. Sorry if that sounds weird. The deepest, densest emotions are being brought up to clear right now. And from that, we're going to be able to regenerate this new vision by dealing with these difficulties and facing all of these past conflicts and dense, ancient, wounded emotions, all this stuff coming up. We're clearing it. We're healing it so we can pave the way for the new. So that I just wanted to bring you all some confirmation. It's important to, like I said, take some time out, go outside, turn off the phones, turn off the news, whatever it is you're being exposed to, and take some deep breaths. and rejuvenate yourself, because these energies that are swirling around, because we're the ground crew, right? So we're immersed most of the time in this, and we're transmuting it. It's overwhelming at times. And if you start feeling irritable, anxious, any uncomfortable emotions, just know that's what's going on. And the best thing you can do at that point is to just stop, take some deep breaths, and hold that vision. That's one of the main messages that came across today. Hold your vision of what we're manifesting here, what this is, what's to come, and that's heaven on earth. So visualize what that's going to look like for you, for your family, for the planet, and hold that vision as you're navigating through this. That's the most important message that came through from Source today. Okay? I hope this helped you guys. I'm sorry that this has been it's just the main topic right now. This is what's going on. So I wanted to bring you some comfort, and I hope I did. I will talk to you all soon. I love you. Bye.